This video is based on AI simulations, ancient texts, and hypothetical scenarios. It does not present confirmed news or factual discoveries. Have you ever wondered if the stories our ancestors told were more than just myths? For a very long time, the tale of Atlantis has captured our imagination. Many have thought of Atlantis as nothing more than a story. People have often called it a myth, a legend passed down through the generations. It was a tale first told by the ancient Greek writer, Plato. He spoke of a great and powerful island kingdom, a center of wonder and might. He said this magnificent civilization sank into the sea in a single, terrible day and night. Countless people have read this and wondered in silence. Was it a true account of a lost chapter of our history? Or was it simply a cautionary story about the dangers of pride and power? But new AI-powered sonar simulations suggest something terrifying may lie deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean. Perfect symmetry, circular structures, technology that should not exist. The new tools we have are changing how we explore our world. Artificial intelligence combined with sonar is a powerful combination. It lets us see the ocean floor in a way our ancestors could only dream of. Sonar has been used for a long time, but AI adds a new layer. The AI can process millions of data points from the sonar echoes. It learns to tell the difference between a pile of rocks and something that might be a wall. It can see faint lines under layers of mud, faint lines under layers of sand. It can piece together fragments of a larger picture, just like putting together a puzzle. This technology is like giving our explorers a new set of eyes, ones that can see through time and sediment. What if these new eyes found something extraordinary? What if the AI sonar maps began to show us not just one strange shape, but a whole system of them? Imagine the AI flagging a large area on the seabed. In this area, it detects one circle, multiple rings, one inside the other. It detects long, straight lines, ancient roads, canals. The story of Atlantis comes to us primarily from one source, the ancient Greek philosopher, Plato. In his writings, he gave a surprisingly detailed description of the lost city. He wrote about a magnificent island nation with incredible wealth and power. Plato described the capital city as being built in concentric rings, rings of land, rings of water, connected by bridges and a grand canal to the sea. Ships could sail directly into the heart of the city, temples covered in precious metals, great harbors filled with ships, a people who were masters of engineering and architecture. Plato's description feels different. He provides measurements: stone, white; stone, black; stone, red. Advanced irrigation systems watered the plains, complex government, powerful military. They ruled over a vast empire. His account reads less like a fairy tale and more like a historical record, which intrigued so many. Now, connect this ancient text to our new AI maps. AI sonar reveals concentric rings on the ocean floor. We cannot help but think of Plato. Old book describes rings of a city. New tech shows a possible ghost of that pattern. The match may not be perfect. Catastrophe and millennia underwater would distort structures. But the circular, planned layout echoes Plato's words. That potential correlation creates a compelling mystery. Could the AI be mapping the very city Plato wrote about? Many cultures have myths about great floods, echoes of global or local events. Perhaps rising seas at the end of the Ice Age started these legends. Humanity shares a memory of waters rising and lost lands. Atlantis could be the most famous name for that catastrophe. An old, weathered page from a book showing an artist's rendition of a circular city with canals. Section 4. The Ghost in the Machine, Advanced Technology in an Ancient Age. If a city like the one Plato described truly existed, we are forced to ask a difficult question. Could a civilization from so long ago have possessed advanced technology? The traditional view says people in the distant past lived simple lives, but the legend of Atlantis suggests something different. Plato wrote that the Atlanteans had metals we may not even know today. mysterious orichalcum, second only to gold, shining with a red light. What was this metal? A natural alloy, or something they created? The presence of such a material hints at metallurgy far beyond what we consider possible. Plato's grand engineering feats, the canals, the harbors, the bridges, suggest sophisticated planning and tools. Could they have had sources of energy we are only now rediscovering? Perhaps they understood crystals or sound. AI-generated shapes on the seafloor, with their perfect symmetry and straight lines, hint at precision beyond simple rock stacking. What if their technology wasn't like ours? Not digital computers, not combustion engines, maybe a mastery of natural forces, even the Earth's magnetic fields or advanced acoustics to lift heavy objects. Some ancient structures, like the massive stones at Pumapunku, show a level of precision that baffles modern engineers. Of course, many call this speculation. They say there's no hard evidence. Plato's story was allegory. The sonar shapes are natural geology. Without orichalcum in hand or an Atlantean machine in a museum, their lost technology remains unproven. The mystery is what makes it so enduring. Section 5. When the waters rose, cataclysm and concealment. If a great city like Atlantis did exist, where did it go? Plato gives a clear and dramatic answer. It was destroyed. He says, in a single day and night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis disappeared into the depths of the sea. This suggests a sudden and violent catastrophe, perhaps a massive earthquake that fractured the island and triggered enormous tsunamis, sweeping everything away in hours. Another theory, a volcanic eruption. Thera, now Santorini, around 1600 BC devastated the Minoans. Some believe it was the basis for Plato's story. An eruption of that scale could destroy an island. Earthquakes, lava flows, poison gas clouds, tsunamis. The city would be buried first under ash and then under water. Over thousands of years, the sea would erode and cover what remained. Beyond disaster, consider a more mysterious idea. What if some of the knowledge was not lost, but hidden? If there were survivors, seeing how power and technology contributed to their downfall, they might have sealed away their most powerful secrets. They may have hidden knowledge in allegories, myths, symbols. The story of Atlantis itself could be a warning about hubris disguised as history. This leads to a moral question. Are we, as a civilization, ready for such knowledge? Section 6. The burden of proof, separating theory from fact. It is very important to remember something as we explore this mystery. Everything we have discussed, the AI sonar maps, the interpretations of old books, the theories of lost technology, it is not a proven fact. This is a speculative journey, a thought experiment. The shapes the AI finds are, for now, patterns of data, anomalies needing further investigation, not proof of a lost city. We must not let excitement turn a hypothesis into a headline. The next step is to send submarines and remotely operated vehicles. We need to see with our own eyes, or at least with a camera lens, and take physical samples. Geologists must analyze cores. Archaeologists must look for artifacts, pottery, tools, building materials. A clearly cut human-shaped stone block would be a major discovery. Dated metal objects would be even better. Every alternative must be considered. Collapsed undersea volcano, salt dome, tectonic fractures. Experts need to examine all possibilities. The AI models must be scrutinized. They are powerful, but can make mistakes, biased to see city-like patterns where none exist. This is why physical verification is the only way to know for sure. We are in the first stage of a potential discovery, a mystery, a clue, and a new tool to investigate it. This is how all great discoveries begin. Section 7. A question for the ages. What lies beneath? We find ourselves at a crossroads of ancient legend and future technology. On one hand, the enduring story of Atlantis, a brilliant civilization lost to the sea. On the other, artificial intelligence giving us a new way to look into the sea's hidden depths. Their convergence creates a powerful pull on our curiosity. It forces us to look again at the old myths and ask, what if? What if there is a kernel of truth in Plato's tale? What if a sophisticated society really did flourish and then vanish thousands of years ago? The possibility drives us to keep searching. If a city like Atlantis were ever definitively discovered, it would change everything. It would rewrite our history books, proving advanced engineering and urban planning, perhaps even science, far earlier than we believed. It would open a whole new field of study and 1,000 new questions. What did they know? How did they live? What can they teach us? But until that day comes, until we have undeniable proof in our hands, Atlantis will remain where it has always been, in the realm of mystery. This journey is about more than finding a lost city. It is about the act of searching, our desire to know where we come from, and pushing the boundaries of knowledge and technology. Whether we find Atlantis or not, the search will reveal more about our planet's history, geology, and the deep ocean itself. Every expedition, every sonar map, every core sample adds to our understanding of the world. The mystery of Atlantis motivates exploration and science. It inspires us to look deeper and to ask bigger questions about what is possible. So now, the question passes to you. The sea is deep, and the past is long, holding its secrets close. Our AI may have given us a new map, but the territory is still unknown. We have looked at the story, the technology, the theories. We acknowledge the need for proof while allowing ourselves to wonder. This is a mystery that belongs to all of us. It invites you to think, to question, to form your own beliefs. The final answer may still be buried under miles of water and thousands of years of silence. Until it is found, we are all explorers on this quest. What do you believe lies beneath the ocean? Subscribe for more unseen truths. Comment your theory below.